please ask Seventh to join? Yes, let's get started. So she'll join. Fine. I think, yeah, in the last session we talked about simple transformations. Yeah. So today we are going to talk about the sorting algorithm, which I didn't talk about it in the last session because we talked about the sorted transformation aggregator, but I did not talk about the sorting algorithm. Yeah. So let me talk about it. Okay. And we have also seen how to convert unstructured to structured also. That is fine. So now, so sorter is one of the expensive transformation, right? The reason being, when you say sort, let's say we are going to sort 30 rows. Yeah? So what happens? Let's say there is a buffer size, right? So it can fit, let's say, 10 rows. In that case, what happens? So there is going to be sorter thread, right? Then followed by writer thread. So it is going to write here disk. I think we have seen, right? $PM temp. Yeah. It's a directory. We have seen that in sorted transformation. That's where you will have intermediate sorted files storage. Yeah. This is for first 10 rows. Similarly, same thing will be repeated for other rows. So there are 3 files here. That's a s1.bin and s2.bin and s3.bin. Right now, what we need to do? We need to combine the data from what we call these 3 files, which is s1.bin, s2.bin, s3.bin. Yeah? Then combine these 2 things by using what another thread, which we call final merge thread. Yeah? It is going to combine. Then once it is combined, right, it has to perform complete sort because it's a partial sort, right? Only first 10 rows got sorted, next 10 rows got sorted, and other set of 10 rows got sorted. Then after this final merge thread, it has to perform complete sort. Result of that will be sent to downstream transformation, right? So, or to a target, whichever you supplied as part of the mapping. This is what happens with this particular sorted transformation. In this particular simple case, I have not talked about complex case. We got one sorted thread, one writer thread, then one final merge thread, complete sort thread, which means there are 4 threads which will be spawned internal to this particular sorted transformation. So which means, so because of these 4 threads, there is going to be one spawn overhead. It has to spawn all threads, right? Then establish the communication among them and then perform data transfer. Look at here the overhead, right? So these 3 overheads will be added within itself, which means within this particular sorter itself. So that is why that too, it has to what I didn't talk about others like indexing it and then apply pointers, then start arranging the data either ascending or descending. That's the next part of the story. But prior to that, see the number of threads and data transfer. Yeah, this itself is a overhead. Then arranging the data, indexing that requires computation power. That's the next level of overhead. So that is why wherever we use sorted transformation or sorting logic, so it would take proportionate what you call overhead. If you have too many sorters, then there is going to be proportionate overhead. Remember that. Yeah, that's why try to avoid using sorter as much as possible. If not needed, better to skip that. If needed, use it. Yeah? So that's a one thing. Similarly, wherever we use sorter, like a joiner, aggregator, wherever we use, right? Definitely, those transformations also will have the overhead. This is one level of understanding sorter logic. I think this is enough. Next level, there is a non-final merge also, where if we reach the limit of this number of files within this specified disk, then there is going to be one more thread, which we call non-final merge thread, where it is going to perform intermediate sort for subset 1, subset 2, subset 3. Again, it is going to take the data from multiple subsets and perform final merge, then followed by complete sort. That's a rarely happening scenario because we normally don't hit this particular threshold limit of this particular disk. So that's why I'm not trying to talk about it for now, because anyway, that much is not required for the tool people. Yeah, because I am from product background, right? So I know like how it works internally. Yeah. So anyway, that much is not required. So that's it about sorter part. Now let us start getting into what another what you call transformation, which is going to be the combinable transformation. Okay. So as the name suggests, so combinable transformation. Here we are going to combine the data from more than one source system. For example, source system 1 associated to state 1 and source system 2 associated to, let's say, state 2. Yeah. Now, in both the states, the structure is same and data differs from state to state. In that case, how are we going to combine the data from these two states? That's where we can start with getting into first and foremost combinable transformation, which we call union transformation. A result of that will be sent to a final target, which is union target.txt, whatever. This is one example. Similarly, we can have data from n number of states, like S3, belongs to state 3, and so on. So which means we can specify n number of states data as input to this union. It knows like how to combine the data, like S1 union, S2 union, S3, and so on. That's it. This is simple set theory, right? Like how union works in set theory. So same thing, we do it even in Power Center, sorry, in Informatica Cloud data integration. Yeah. The problem with this, yeah. So we also have to talk about problem, right? Let us say for today's business, so we are dealing with what? Two states. And for tomorrow's business, let's say we need to deal with four states. Then how do you take care here? Yeah. We should not go to this mapping and start adding it, right? That's a problem. So that's where one solution for this is what? One solution is what? Solution one. We can create a template for union transformation where the template can allow n number of sources. That's a single target. Second solution, which is solution two. So we all know that there's a list file concept, or we can say file list, right? List files are file list, or we can say we achieve it through what? Indirect option. Yeah. So using which we could able to what? Start reading the data from n number of states here. So by changing what? A list file. Today it could be tomorrow, today it could be two, tomorrow it could be four, whatever. If you just add n number of files here, the rest will be taken care by Informatica Cloud. That's it. So this is solution two. Solution three, we can also use what writing a code using a Java, because we have a Java transformation to take care of it within this Informatica Cloud. Our fourth solution is what? We got AI tools in the market, where we can just ask what you call generate a code to take care of number of states. We can just modify for four states, just one line. You can just ask for it. I'll show how it can be done. So that it will take care. It's as simple as that. This is another solution. So this way, we could able to get the job done to take care of what? N number of states data where the structure is same, but data differs from state to state. Yeah. Now let us try doing it practically by using Informatica Cloud. Yeah. Okay. Yes. This is horizontal combination. Horizontal means row by row. Example, row 1, row 2, row 3. So we are going to combine like this. Example, let's say 1, comma 2, comma 3, then 4, comma 5, comma 6. Yeah. Then 5, comma 6, 7, 7. Then it is just going to combine. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 5, 6, and 7. It's a horizontal combination. This is going
Ismail,
to
are
be.
you sharing the screen? I can see only your.
Oh, really?
Just I think you're showing only the.
No, it is going. It is. I shared actually. Let me just stop.
I can see only web browser there.
Okay, let me just start sharing it again. Yes. Can you see now? Venkat?
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I can see. Previously, it's only web browser I can see.
Oh, since when? From the beginning, huh?
No. Just like before starting this.
Okay, fine. So, yeah, let me try to recap. So, I was just trying to talk about the combinable transformation, Venkat and Ajit. So, where we can get the data from n number of states. Yeah. So, today it could be 2, tomorrow it could be something else, right? So, how are we going to combine the data from multiple states where the structure is same? So, to do that, we can introduce one of the combinable transformation supported by data integration service within Informatica Cloud. Yeah. Then, so we can add n number of groups. Group 1 associated to state 1, group 2 associated to state 2, group 3 associated to what? State 3, or input 1, input 2, input 3. Then union will combine, result will be transferred to a target. That's what you can say, S1 union S2 union S3. It's like set theory, like what we have in mathematics, right? Same thing. And this, we do what? Horizontal combination, horizontal meaning. Let's say this is state 1, which contains what? One row. And then we have, let's say state 2, where we can see what? One row. And then we got state 3, where we can see what? Another row. So now, after combination, so which is after combination, row level, right? This is what we are going to get it. That's it. It's as simple as that. That is why we call it as what? Row level combination. But we have also seen other combinable transformation earlier. What was that? Aggregator, which is what? The vertical combination. Meaning, let's say if we have n number of rows, which will be translated to m number of rows. So meaning, let's say if there are 10 rows, if you try to apply count aggregation, then m rows is equal to what? 1. That's it. And assuming that all of them have got the same data. Yeah? Or else we can say multiple groups. So in that case, what happens? Less than or equal to 10. Equal to 10, all are if all are distinct. Less than 10, if it has got some similar values. This is how one can start what you call performing the calculation. So this is what I call vertical combination, which means you are trying to convert n number of rows to m rows. Yeah. So that's it. There's a difference between the vertical combination against with horizontal combination here. So now let us try doing it practically. Yeah. This is very simple. So let us take SEQ1, SEQ2, whatever. Structure should be same. Whatever you take, whether the files or tables, application, doesn't matter for us. One or two applications I'll show it, like Amazon, Salesforce, and Portal. I think one I've shown it, and JSON. I'll try to show one at least. Yeah, variety of flavors. I'll talk about it. Yeah, slowly. Now, this is how we need to organize. First, let us say we are dealing with two sources. Yeah. If you click on plus, where you can see two groups, two input groups, where first input group, you'll get the data from source 1. Similarly, from source 2, we can get it connected to second input group. A result of this will be connected to a target. So that's it. Like how one can organize the mapping with the union transformation in it, right? Now let us configure the source. Yeah. Yeah. Take SEQ1 and then say okay. So here we got 3 columns with the same type string, right? Same thing, we need to repeat it for source 2. Say okay. Now configure the union transformation. See, there are two groups, right? Input 1, input 2. Here you can see input 1 data has come from seq1.txt. Input 2, it has come from seq2.txt. Next, in order to combine, right, the output structure should be same so that it can take care of both the inputs. To do that, go to output fields and add output fields either from the input group or we can also create it from the scratch. Example, that is C1 TGT. Yeah. So, and other columns, we can get it from group, whichever you are comfortable. You can just do that. For example, C2, then C3. That's it. So here, this is the output structure. And input, we've already seen that. Next, we need to get it mapped. The fields are ready, right? Next, we just have to map it. So, which means what data should go to which output field, right? So, first let us say input 1, input 2. Let us start with the input 1. Map C1 to C1 TGT, C2, C2, C3, C3. Same thing. So, we need to repeat it for input 2. See, now again, we need to repeat the same because every source data, we need to get it mapped, right? Then only you could see the result in the target. Yeah, that's all. This we are doing it manually. If you have similar column names, auto also would work. For example, if you say automatic, the column names are, see, this is gone because this is not same. So auto means the column name should be same. Yeah. It's a manual. So see, now it has come. Auto means it was different. Yeah. So this we have already done it. Next, we can configure the target. So based on two sources we are trying to do here, right? With the homogeneous. Homogeneous means both are files. If one is a table, other is a file, then it's a heterogeneous example, right? I just put homogeneous. .txt. Yeah. Oh, spelling is wrong. It's okay. So now mapping union based on two sources with and save it. And run this. Yeah, let us see. See, there are 13 rows. Means first source, you can say. Here we got 9 rows. And then here we have 4 rows, right? So that 10 plus 4, 13. So we can see the data. This one, right? So we got all 13 rows. Simple combination, nothing else. Yeah. So this is the first example. Now let us say we talked about theory, right? What was that? How to take care of introducing third source. So example this. What we need to do? To do that, we have to modify the mapping, right? Let's go to this mapping and add another source. See, in union also we need to add another group. We have got only 2, right? To do that, go to union transformation and go to input incoming fields. Click on plus. Can you see on the right top? Click on plus and specify new group. By default, you have input 3. If you want to change, you can change it. That's it. Now, see, input 3 has come. So we can map source 3 to input 3. That's all. Source 3 to input 3. This is what we need to do. Yeah. So once we do that, then the next step is what? We need to configure source. So third source and field mapping. These 2 things should be done. Yeah. These are the extra things to take care of extra source systems. Yeah. But if you have predefined number of sources, right, then it is fine. But if it is dynamic, then this is not the advisable one. But how to take care, we'll see that. I think we talked about solutions, right? I say put 3.txt and then say okay. Here you can see 3 fields. Yeah, that's all. Now next we need to map it here. So select, see input 3, right? So this is not mapped. So we need to map it. It's a second change we need to do. I would say third change actually, because one, we need to add a new source, configure this. Second, add input group, then map it. Now configure this third source. Solid. So that's it. Target is saved, no change. If you want to change the names, you can do it. And mapping name also, let's say here, we are dealing with the 3 sources, right? We can change it. That's it. Yeah. Mainly 3 important changes we need to do it here. Let's run this. Yes. So let us try to refresh. See, we got 17 rows. Last time we got 13, right? So we added one more, so which contains looks like 4 rows. Yeah. See, 4 plus 9 plus 4, which is 17 rows. So that's it. Like how to take care of combination. Likewise, you can add n number of source systems. N could be 3, 4, 10, whatever. Yeah. Now the next question, like, so to add one more, right? We need to repeat the same procedure. So dynamically, can you do it? No. Then I think we talked about some solutions, right? Which is indirect option, or we can also go with what AI tools or template. I think we talked multiple. So let us see what one of them. Example, let's say with AI tool. Yeah, we can just uh, take care of this. Yeah. So yeah. No, 5 నిమిషాలు చేస్తున్నాం 10 minutes. So now write a Python code. So see, in within Informatica Cloud also we can write it. Outside also we can write and integrate. We can do it in both the ways. Yeah. Let us say we are doing it outside. Write a Python code to combine the data from 2 sources like C1 /source /SQL_1 .txt /source /SQL_2 .txt and with a comma delimiter, right? So comma delimiter and send it to a target, which is what the target file, which is C:/target/ So union TGT based on AI, right? .txt. That's it. So there's a concept of prompt engineering in artificial intelligence where we can just apply the prompt so that we could able to get to see the result. Yeah. See, it is generated code, right? So based on our simple input, which is a prompt we call, right? So it is we specified paths, reading files, combining data, writing it to a target. That's all it is doing. Now let us try to copy this code. We can get it executed outside also. Let us see outside. And within data integration service also we can do it. So, but data integration service supports only Java. So that's fine. So here you can see source file 1, source file 2, and target file. Then it is opening a file in a read mode. This is the first file, and second file is also opened in read mode, which is file 2. Read the lines, store it in what data 1, read the lines from second file and store it in data 2. Then combine, which is union, right? Data 1 plus data 2. Yeah. Then open another file, which is a target file in a write mode. Write mode means we are going to write to a target file. Then take output file, which is what you call this one, and write lines by with a combined data. That's it. And now we can say print message. That's all. So now let us save this file. Yeah, and supply some name. Let's say so. Union with two sources, right? Dot UI. So that's it. Now we saved it. We just have to execute it. So we need to install a Python to do this. That is fine. Union two sources. See, it is see how fast is that? AI is much faster than the existing tools. Not only this, so we can also apply with any other application, any other tool, or any other even programming also is much faster. So because we're all humans, right? So we make mistakes, but humanoids, right? This is bot. It is just like a virtual human, where it is going to write us the code. See, it is written the code, right? Based on our question. Yeah. So you can say it's just like what you call humanoid. It's humanoid in it. Now let us see the result in the target. See this one. See, we got all the rows. That's it. But if you compare this with data integrations service, can you see it is enclosed in double quotes, but here it is not. If you want even enclosures, you can just modify. Let's say modify above code to enclose double quotes. For each field value. That's okay. So it is done, right? Now we can see enclosures now. Let us see. This one. See, we can see here the read everything is fine. It is showing here. So double quotes here. Can you see there is a double quote here? Strip with a double quote for each field value, and then rejoin. But anyway, that AI will take care. We're just understanding like what it is. Yeah. So within data integration, you can just copy this code and paste it there. That's all. It will work. Yeah. So or else we can also execute it from outside. So we are doing outside. Within, I'll show that later. Yes, see it is done. So fast, right? Much faster than See, we got enclosures here. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, if you want to reorganize in a different way, we can also do it. Whichever way that you want, right? We can just get the job done. Let us say you are not happy with this. So modify above code with the other alternate solution. So you'll get it. See, earlier it was using some what logic is different. Now it is trying to use what CSV module. So earlier it is different. See, it's using CSV module. So using CSV, it is trying to read the data, see, processing files and joining, and then combine, and then put it in what? A target file. That's what it is doing. Now you can just copy and yes, paste it. See, the code is totally different because we asked some other solution, right? Because for the same problem, we can have different ways to implement it. See, we got it, right? We got the data, in which is enclosed developers for all the rows with a different alternate solution. Yeah. So you can also ask this AI optimize the above code. Yeah. So optimize the above code. Yeah. See, now you can just copy and paste. See, to do this, we have to put in a lot of effort. So we have to have a lot of knowledge to get the job done, right? Let me copy and paste. See, it is optimized. See, number of lines earlier, if I say undo, see how many lines. Now see how many lines. So code optimization is done. Yeah. Ultimately, execution also would be fast. So manually means yes. So this is where we are now. I don't know. This AI is going to destroy the world, I think, slowly. But yes, yeah, see, we got the same result with optimal. To do it by ourselves, right? It would take a lot of time. So here we can just do it within minutes, sometimes seconds. Yeah. So that's it. Similar now, the next question. So in data integration, we did what? Adding one more source. To do that, we added a source, configured this, added input group, and mapped it. These three changes. Now in AI, we can just ask. Yeah? So modify above code to combine the data, including. Yeah? So including another file, which is C:// source slash SE2_3.txt. See, three files as taken as input. You can see here, right? Third file. That's all. So now let's copy this code and paste it here. So see, earlier, if you see here, there are two files here. Yes or no? File 2, file 1, target. Now let me paste it, new one. See, there are three files here. Target is same. Rest, and so the code is also almost same. That's all. Now we can just run it. It is over. See how fast is that. Then you can open them. See, the count got increased. That's it. See how fast is that with AI. With data integration, we spend a lot of time. Now, if you want, even with other source also, just modify this prompt. Yeah? Let's say SE211. Here also we got some data, some 6 rows, right? So let us see SE211.txt, right? So include another file, yeah, yeah, which is sequel slash source slash SE underscore 11.txt. See, SE211. Complete line also I'm not given because there is a LTSM, long term and short term memory, or long memory, short memory. So in that way, memorizing, right? AI is much faster than humans. So it remembers like what we did earlier because till this we have done earlier. We just it got appended it. So which it remembered earlier thing. Right? Now let us copy this code and paste it. See, it's over. Added, this is same, rest is also same. Because that's templatized code, right? So now, see, it is completed. Now we can go to target and see the result. See, we got, right? There is some empty data. It got combined. So this way, we could able to combine n number of files within a short span of time. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. Similarly, with the indirect also you can take. Let us say that. This is with AI, right? So AI is clear. Yeah. So and within data integration also, I think as I said, we got a Java transformation. That also we are going to see. Yeah. So I hope it's clear, right, Venkat and Ajit? Yeah. So which means we just have to supply the input. Rest will be taken care by AI. So that's where the one of the discipline AI, which is what? Prompt engineering. That's what we gave you. Prompt as input to this chat GPT. And we got the code generation and we executed it. We got the result of what we need. And we compared the result of what we got with the AI against with data integration. It is same. Result is same, but but the benefits are what? Within a short time we can do it. Second, we can optimize it. So which is possible with humans, but it takes time, which is not the case with AI. It just finish it in a short time. And if you're not happy with that solution, we can also we can also ask AI to generate what? Alternate solution because it is going to pull the data or content from multiple sources like Google, Amazon, government sites, and Wikipedia, whatever. So based on that, it is going to what you call get alternate solutions and start forming it because we train this AI, which is GPT, we call it generative pre-trained transformer. It is going to train and get us a result like what we have seen just now. Yeah. Fine. That's a different story. I'm just trying to give some heads up on that. Yeah. So that's about union transformation. Yeah. So once you understand this, the next step is what? And if you want to, let us say, take care of any issues within this union, whatever, you can just enable this trace. Data level issues means what? Verbose data, which is row level issues or field level issues. Initialization issues, when you start the mapping, there are problems. Then we can get to see that this is basically for spawning and communication things we can take care. and resources part, like CPUs, whatever. So that's all about event transformation. Yeah. Yes. Now let us try getting, I think router filter, I think we did it, right? So Java, I think we have only 7 minutes. I think we may not be able to complete that. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, let me talk about one simple example. Let us say, so far what we are trying to do, we are trying to build a mapping and execution of it. Now, do we do that in real project in this way? Answer is no. Then if it is no, then how do you do it? That's a question, right? So that's where we need to get into what runnable element, which we call a task. Like in Power Center, we got a session task, right? Same way here, we need to create what? Mapping task for each mapping. And then we can call n number of mapping tasks in a task flow, which can be executed either in sequence or in parallel. Yeah. So which means we need to convert this particular mapping to runnable element. So now it got executed because it itself, which means Informatica Cloud, they themselves are creating temporary tasks for you just to understand. But in reality, we don't do that. Now, because if you want to execute this mapping outside this Informatica Cloud environment, like third-party schedulers, Control M, AutoSys, whatever, right? We have to have runnable element. So task has to be created. Similarly, if you want to execute this in task flows, task is required. Because just by using one task, we can't build a solution, right? Or just by using one map, we can't build a solution, right? So in that case also, so we need to create a task. That's the concept why we need a task. Now let us see how to create a task for this particular mapping. See, mapping task. So let's create it. Let's a mapping task, which is a basic, which means we are not going to use, let us say, advanced options. So let us say this is a runtime environment. Then supply the mapping here. For every mapping, there has to be a corresponding task. So we can just filter this. See, mapping union, 2 sources, 3 sources, whatever. Yeah. Today is, let us say, 16. This one, right? Yeah. Click on next. So here you can see scheduling all. I'll talk about it later. For now, let us say we are just trying to understand very, very basic stuff. Just to convert the static element to dynamic element so that anybody can just make a call to this task. Okay, let us refresh this. Yeah, see, we got same count will be same, but we're just doing it through a task. See, this is same only. Internally, it's going to make use of mapping only. and the result will be same. See, we can just click on date modified. So this is the one, right? Latest one. So we got the same result. That's it. This is exactly equal to session task of what we have in Informatica Power Center. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Just to cover the gap, I'll just talk about this how to create a task. Yeah. But there are many more options like scheduling options, advanced session options. Then we have got ELT options, extract, load, and transfer. Then we got execution mode options like a standard and verbose. I didn't talk about it. Then email options, where if something goes wrong or something is successful or warning, we can just specify one or more recipient mail IDs. So you'll get a mail to the specified IDs. All of them I'm going to talk when we talk about tasks. When we start the topic of what tasks. So where I'm going to talk different types of tasks with practical examples. So that's a plan. I think this is enough for today. But because we got only 1 minute to start another topic, so that's not sufficient. But yes, if you have any questions, you can just discuss. I just,
Yesterday you sent me a link for YouTube, right? It's not working for me.
oh, it's okay. Let me just look at it. 1 second. Let me fix it. Wait. Why it is not working? 1 second. Let us fix it. Ajit, you can also try. 1 second. Let me just try it. It's a playlist. Actually. I'm just putting in playlist, which is Informatica Cloud Basics. Okay. Videos. Okay. What is the issue got, Venkat?
It just says something went wrong like that.
Can you please? I'm just pasting it in the chat box. Can you just try now?
Yeah,
Ajit, can you please try? Ajit, you can also try.
Yeah, yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, just click on that link.
it just says maybe it's it
The
says
you
that oops, something went wrong. Maybe it's a region lock or something.
okay.
Are you able to access that?
Ajit, yeah, I can try.
Getting oops, something went wrong.
Yeah,
Or
the same thing I'm getting. Yeah.
1 second. Mhm. Okay. 1 second. Let me fix it. Can you try this link? This will work.
Yeah, this
Because,
one is working. Yeah.
okay, this is for owner. The studio is owner. This is for others. Yeah, public. Fine. I'll just share individual links for each. Oh,
Okay, sure.
okay, right? Yeah. Okay. I think Ajit, for yours it's working, right?
yeah, okay.
Oh, fine. Thank you. I'll share the individual links. Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks to all of you. And bye.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Master.
Thank you.